I hate unhauling books. I literally hate unhauling books. Hi, I'm Madison and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a book unhauling for you guys. So this is my first official book unhauling for you this year. I've unhauled books here and there just like randomly, and I probably will be unhauling more than this amount, but this is the only books that I'm like 100% sure that I'm unhauling as of now. I need to like really get rid of a bunch of my books, but I have a really bad problem about getting rid of books. I just accumulate them and never get rid of ones that I don't read. I'm feeling kind of confident today. I think I've got a solid amount here. I don't know how many there are. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are over 70 books here. So I am unhauling 70 books, which is pretty good by my standards. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Please don't ask, please do not ask if you can have any of these books. This video is going up like 3 weeks after I filmed this. Okay, sorry, these books are gone by the time you see this. So first we have 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. I'm just not really reading any new YA books anymore. If I am reading any YA books, I'm actively buying them myself, and I'm only really keeping the ones on my shelves that I either have read and loved or I know that I probably will pick up in the future. This is not one of them. Next we have Delirium by Lauren Oliver. You guys saw me read this, review it. I'm never gonna reread it, so I'm not gonna keep it. Next we have Too Good to Be True. I don't even know what this book is. It was sent to me unsolicited, so I don't want it. We also have another book that was sent to me that I didn't pick, and it's called That Cowboy Mine. I have negative interest in reading about this cowboy. Like good for him, but no. We have Tied by Carrie and Cole. This was a surprise author in a book box. It says it's book 2 in a series, so I'm never gonna read this because I hate to read things out of order. So we have Destiny by D.D. Larson. I tried reading this a couple months ago, didn't really get into the first couple chapters, so I'm just gonna unhaul it. We have Kiss and Breakup by Ella Fields. I kept onto this because it is a special hardcover edition of this book. However, it is a high school bully romance, and I hate high school smutty books. I don't like smutty books set in high school. It just don't work for me. It's a no-no zone. I also read one of her books before and I didn't like it, so. We have A Lady's Formula for Love. This is a scientist Victorian romance. I'm just not interested in it, so. We have My Summer and Soul by Rachel Van Dyken. This does not appeal to me. I didn't ask for it, it was sent to me, so I'm not keeping it. Too Good to Be True. This is an arc that I got. I read it, I enjoyed it enough. I think it was like a 3 out of 5 stars. So if it's 3 out of 5 stars, I'm not gonna keep it because I'm not gonna read it again, so meh. We have One Lucky Day by Jill Shalvis. I didn't want this. I'm never gonna read this, so I'm not gonna keep it. Satisfaction Guaranteed, another adult romance that I'm just really don't think I'm gonna read. I've heard mixed opinions about this too. Some people liked it, some people were like, meh. I don't think I'm gonna get to it. I don't really read a lot of my traditionally published romances, and so I'm trying not to accumulate ones that I'm not like 100, like if I don't think, oh, I'm definitely gonna read this, I'm not gonna keep it. We have Reclaim the Stars. This is a YA anthology. I don't read YA anthologies, so I'm not keeping it. We have Within These Wicked Walls. I was interested in this, but I'm not really reading a lot of YA fantasies. This is a book that I'm 50-50% on, so please let me know if you do recommend this. This is The Bone Orchard by Sarah A. Mueller. I'm thinking about maybe keeping this, so I may or may not get rid of it. So if you do think I should keep it and read it, please let me know. We have Reputation by Lex Croucher. I was interested in this originally when I saw it, but just reading the back of it, I'm really picky about my historical romances, and this seems like a historical romance that kind of takes like liberties with the historical aspects of it, and that's not really my cup of tea. I like really classic historical romances, so I don't think I'm gonna like it, so I'm not gonna keep onto it. We have The Bright and Ruined Things. I didn't request this and it's still sent to me, so I don't want it. See You Yesterday by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I've heard amazing things about this, but once again, I'm not really reading YA romances, so no. She Gets the Girl. This is a book that I'm unhauling, but I'm actually giving it to a friend, so they want to read it more than I do, and so I think it's just better off with them because I don't think I'm going to get to this anytime soon. I'd rather give it to someone who actually wants to read this. Then what you can currently see is a bunch of Book of the Month books. Now, I was a rep for Book of the Month for a hot minute, and I'm no longer one, but I got all these books during my time as a rep, and I'm never gonna read any of them. I am gonna read some. I did keep, I think, 3 of them, and I put them aside. but all of these ones I'm not. I do have Mexican Gothic here, if you guys can see that. That is one that I have kept on for years now, because I keep thinking out of all the ones here, maybe I'll still keep Mexican Gothic. I've heard really good things about it. Maybe I'll still keep Mexican Gothic. Damn. Okay, you know what? I'm still gonna keep. Mexican Gothic is a book that's just gonna end up haunting me at this point. I just keep keeping it. We have The Shadow House. I didn't ask for this. It was sent to me. Goodbye. We have The Last Eligible Billionaire by Pippa Grant. I started this. I got like 60 pages in and the writing was not great. And I don't think I'm ever going to continue on with it. It's a DNF. It's going to be yeeted into oblivion. We had The Bright and Pale by Jessica Rybinowski. It's so pretty and I don't want to get rid of it. But like, am I really ever gonna read it? No. No, I'm not. So I'm gonna get rid of it. I keep a hold on so many of my special editions because they're pretty, but they take up all this space in my shelves. And so I'm trying to be a bit smarter about this now. We have Idle Gossip. This is a YA K-pop romance. I actually do like them a lot. No, this is one that doesn't actually have romance in it. And because there's no romance in it, I'm not interested. We have Something Happened to Ellie Greenleaf. This is a YA contemporary. I'm not gonna read it. We have Where It All Lands, which is a YA contemporary that I'm not gonna read. And we also have, hang on, Full Flight, which is a YA contemporary that I'm never gonna read. Basically, if it's a YA contemporary, I'm probably not going to read it. If it's a YA fantasy, there is a slight chance that I will read it. So I'm keeping those. This is A Lullaby for Witches. This was in one of my book boxes. I'm not interested in reading it. We have A Fire Wilder Magic. This is a YA fantasy, but this one actually does not really like scream to me. I'm not that interested in it. And I'm, like I said, if it's a YA book, period, I'm only going to keep onto it if I know I'm going to read it, because I am reading significantly less young adult books. If I am reading fantasy books that I'm enjoying, they are tending to be adult fantasies nowadays. And so YA is like very 50-50 for me, especially since I read a lot of YA books for work. I'm not reading a lot of YA books outside of work because my brain can't process that. Then we have All Our Hidden Gifts and The Ties That Bind Us. I'm just not gonna read these once again. We have, oh my gosh, The Rules for Vanishing and Our Last Echoes by Kate Alice Marshall. I wanted to read these a couple of years ago, but I don't read thrillers. I listen to thrillers. So I'm gonna get rid of these because I know that I'm never gonna read them physically. We have An Arrow to the Moon by Emily Xrpan. This is a spellbinding reinterpretation of Romeo and Juliet with Chinese mythology. Oh, this does sound like it could be interesting. Oh, but it's set in 1991. Let me know if I should keep this. I'll look up reviews for this one too, but I just don't see myself getting to it anytime soon. So wow, it's so pretty though. I hate unhauling books. I literally hate unhauling books. It is one of the most difficult processes in the entire world. I hate it. I'm a hoarder. I'm fully aware of that. I hate doing this. We have These Deadly Games by Dana Urban. It's a YA thriller. Like I said, I listen to them. I don't read them. Emma Lord, YA contemporary. Not gonna happen. I didn't even request that one. I got like 7 copies of it. I have a friend who loves Emma Lord, but that's just not gonna happen. Was also sent this Emma Lord book. Not gonna read it. We have Remember Me. This is a YA book that I'm not going to read, and I know I did not request this. I know I did not request this. And you know, it's a bit, oh, I'm gonna get to that later. We have Spark of Ash by Molly E. Lee. Entangled Teen just kept sending me the books in this series. I never asked for them and I just kept getting them. Like the boxes the boxes with these books were really cool. Like they were really awesome items. I've kept all the items, but I'm never gonna read this series. We've got By the Book by Jasmine Gilroy. This takes place in the publishing world. I work in the publishing world. I don't like to read books that reflect my real life. We had this book called Love is a Battlefield. I didn't ask for this. I don't want it. The Royal Treatment, another romance book that I was sent that I didn't ask for, and I'm not interested in it. Snowfall by Benson E. Wolff. This was sent to me unsolicited by the author. Really nice of them to do that. I tried reading it and it is not for me. The daddy kink in that. The daddy kink in this is too strong. I can't do it. It's way too strong of a daddy kink. Why do I feel like that's gonna fall over? I really hope it doesn't fall over. We have an arc of these deadly games. Obviously not gonna keep it. I have my arc of Edgewood. I have the finished copy. I don't need to keep the arc. I have an arc of this, and this may end badly. I have a finished copy of this. I don't need the arc. We've got the Coldest Touch. This seems really cute, but I don't think I'm ever gonna get to it. We have Havenfall. I read this. I gave it like a 4 out of 5 stars. I'm never gonna read it. I'm in the process of trying to sell it. I'm actually in the process of selling all 3 of these books. We have Gallant by B.E. Schwab. I didn't like this book. And then we have The Devil Makes 3. I have no interest in reading this book. We have Uglies by Scott Westerfield. I hated this book. I used it for a vlog. It served its purposes. It's now being yeeted. The One True Me and You. I'm sending this to my friend instead because she wants to read it and she's gonna enjoy it more than I will, and I'd rather give it to someone who actually wants to read it. Now these next books I'm 50-50 on. I actually might post on my Instagram if I should keep these. So I'm going to do that. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you should, because I do a lot of shit in my Instagram stories. Why? I don't know, but I do. So first is Year of the Reaper. This I got in one of my book boxes. Like I said, I'm not reading a bunch of YA fantasy, so I want to know if something's actually worth it, if I should read it. So I want to know if this is one I should keep. It is a really pretty edition, and this does sound like it could be really cool, but I want to know if it actually is cool because I picked up a couple of YA fantasies this year that sounded awesome and ended up being quite subpar, so this is one. We have The Witch Haven by Sasha Payton Smith. This had a lot of hype when it came out last year, I think, but haven't really heard anything else about it since then, so I don't know if I want to keep it and read it. We have Not Even Bones. I have kept on to this book for years now. I keep telling myself I'm going to read it, and do I ever actually read it? No, I don't. But it sounds so awesome. But do I keep holding on to it even though I keep not picking it up? That's the real question, you know? We have Cemetery Boys. This is the really cool Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. So like, it's really pretty, so I might keep it just for that. But I don't think I'm ever actually going to read this. We have A Heart Made of Thorns. This is one of the very first like fantasy books I think I got from Fairy Loot, and so I've kept on to it since then. It's super pretty. It has like a really cool premise. Yeah, look at that. It's such like a different way that Fairy Loot used to do this. And so like, it does sound interesting, but like, do I just keep holding on to it? Like, am I actually going to read this? I don't know, you know? Like, I keep holding on to these special edition books because they're pretty, but like, is there much of a point to it? We have The Beholder. This is another this one's so pretty. I just love that the pink here matches the pink here, and because it's pink, I just won't get rid of it. I do know that Liv from Liv Reads a Latte did enjoy this, and so I think that's why I've actually held on to it, is because, you know what, if Liv actually liked it, we never know. The next 2 books are sci-fi, so I don't really know if I should keep them because I'm not a huge sci-fi person, but they came in book boxes and they're pretties. We have Seven Devils. If this sounds like it's a good book, please let me know, but I don't know. And then also this one here, this is The Space Between Worlds. Another one, I don't know if I'll ever actually get to it. I wish I didn't have to work. If I didn't work and had every single day to myself, I would definitely read all these books to see if I'm actually interested in them, but I have very limited reading time because I have a full-time job and I don't get off work until like 7 p.m. at night most of the time. So we have A Marvelous Light. This book, I feel like a lot of people were hyping it up and then it came out and I saw no one talking about it. It's a really pretty edition that I got, but like, I just feel like I didn't really see a lot of people talking about it. This is probably the one that I'm most likely to keep, to be quite honest with you. And then the last book that I have is A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. This is just a really nice edition, so I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't think I'm going to be reading it anytime soon. And I've seen very mixed, I think that this gold color is ugly, to be quite honest with you. It's an ugly color. But like, I don't know if these end papers are special because the end papers look really cool. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna stop here. That's my 70+ book unhaul. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Please don't get mad at me if I unhauled anything that you liked, but I really don't think I did. I feel like I got rid of kind of random books. If I want to be honest with you guys, I have down here, if you can see, I have whatever the selection series. I own this series. I bought them all secondhand for like $2 each because I thought it would be really fun to do a reading vlog, reading all of these books. However, everyone else has kind of already done that already, and so I don't really think I'm ever gonna have the time to do that reading vlog. So like, do I keep these books just in case I ever do the reading vlog, or should I just yeet them out of my collection? I don't know. I don't know. I hate everything in my life. I hate unhauls. Anyway, this I feel like every single time I film an unhaul, I'm just pissed off because I hate them. It's my own problem too. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please hit the like button down below. If you want to see more of me, please go to my channel. And until next time, thanks so much everyone. Bye bye.